Hi guys, we're Tali and Ceci.
Hi guys, I'm Ceci.
Hey, we should introduce ourselves.
We should introduce ourselves. Hey, do you think maybe we should introduce ourselves? So I'm Ceci and this is Tali. We have a podcast now, I guess, where we just yap and we just talk about girly pop stuff.
Girly pop. The least girly pop.
Girly pops. I forgot that heels existed last time.
Oh yeah.
I want to get right into it because
it's better that way.
It's better that way. We're starting to get the hang of this. We were editing the last one and we're getting the hang of it. I want to get right into our podcast talking points. You put something crazy on the list that I saw like 2 days ago as you wrote it down, and I texted you. I said, I don't know what the hell this is.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited
for to know what this is. She put Italian lady Madagascar palm story.
Okay, so for context, I'm the manager at a plant shop.
Tali works at a plant shop,
and so like when we work on Miami Beach, so we always have like a lot of characters and stuff, and there's like always characters, like there's a lot.
Yeah.
But it was like really slow, and it's starting to get really fucking hot. So every time like a customer comes in now, I'm like, oh my god, leave. Like I do not want to go outside and start like, and you know, and we're like a bougie plant shop, so I'm like picking up pots, I'm moving the plants, I'm like doing the thing. So I'm seeing this lady, and I'm like, fuck. And it's like the only lady. It's like the middle of the day, so it's the hottest part of the fucking day, and I'm like, I do not want to fucking talk to her. She comes in, and she goes, do you have the palma de Madagascar? Eh? And I was like, oh, Madagascar palm. And she goes, yes, sorry, I am Italian. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm gonna have such a good time doing this. So then she goes, and I'm like, yeah, this is the Madagascar palm. And usually they're probably like maybe like a foot tall. They're kind of like a funky looking plant. Look it up. If you don't know what it looks like, because you need to know.
We'll put the picture here on screen. No, we won't. I don't know how to do that.
Anyways, she's like that, and I show her the Madagascar palm, and ours for some reason is really tall. It's maybe like 4 or 5 feet tall.
What the hell?
And it only has like green
Miami men.
Yeah. Go check out my Instagram.
Go look up Alton Road
Nurseries. Alton Road Nurseries.
Alton underscores?
Probably.
Alton. It's like Alton _road _nursery.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
I've done like 3 TikToks for the thing, and they're silly.
Silly. They're good. I like them. Anyways.
So I show her the thing, and she goes, this is it? And I go, yeah. And she goes, it is very ugly. And I was like, yeah, but this is it. And she goes, and it is always dry like this? Eh? And I was like, yeah, it's a cactus, because it's like the base is like all spiky. And she goes, keep
telling the story. I have to look up what this looks like, so I get a visual.
She looks at me, she goes, it looks like a dick.
Now I really need to hold on. So, Madagascar.
So I'm giggling, and she likes that I'm giggling. You know, like, and so she goes around and she goes, what else do you have?
These are ugly.
Yeah, they are ugly. Like, you don't want to put them alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that in context of like a bunch of other cacti or something, like maybe, but it's not a cute plant. Like, when I tell you that only men, like, and when not only men, a lot of men, the women never give it a second look. Men come in there, they go, oh, this is so cool. It's always a man buying the Madagascar palm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's big and spiky like a man.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So she's like, yeah, it looks like a dick. And then she goes, oh, what else do you have? So I'm showing her things, and she's like, it has to be outside in the sun. And she goes, okay, well, like, what is easier to take care of? And I go, there's nothing easier than a cactus, which is a Madagascar palm. She goes, okay. So we're looking, and she goes, and what about this palm tree? This palm tree, it look like balls. You put 2 palm trees together, and the palma de Madagascar in the middle, you have very phallic statue.
I'm obsessed with her.
Like, yeah, she's just
I love her.
And then she goes, well, I need 2 of them. She goes, you know what? I take the Palma de Madagascar. I take 2 of them. You know, I don't really need 2 dicks, but sometimes it is more fun. Like, this is unreal. The only customer of the fucking day.
That was it?
And then I was like, so you want 2 of them? And she's like, yes, I take 2 dicks. And so...
I like her a lot.
And so and we don't have them at the shop, so we have to order them, and we're gonna go like put them in and whatever, like on Friday, and we just go, we pay, and she's like, thank you so much. And then she leaves, and that was it. And I was like,
I love that. I love her.
Unreal only customer of the day. She spent like almost $400, and then the next day she spent another almost $400 on like 2 more pots because she didn't like her pots. So Miss Bitch spent like $800 on 2 plants she did not like. Like the first thing this is ugly.
Like, this is so ugly.
No, and she goes, I'm Italian. I have good taste. This is ugly.
And then she bought 2 of them.
I was like, but she came in and asked for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, she didn't say like, what plant works here? Let me take the ugly plant.
She came in and she was like, can I get a Madagascar palm?
Yeah.
And then she saw it and she said, this is ugly.
Yeah. She goes,
I'll take 2.
This is what it looks like. Yeah, exactly.
She didn't know what it looked like?
No. That's and I was alone at the shop as well. So it was like just me, no one else like to help me, and like just her walking around like telling me what looks phallic and not the shop.
I like that a lot. This looks like a dick and it's really ugly. I'll take 10. And I'll spend $1,000.
That's what I'm saying.
You have some whack clientele. You have so many bougie ass.
Because it's Miami Beach.
It's Miami Beach. It's
and we're
Alton
expensive.
Road.
So it's like you're not coming to us unless you want to spend some
Our
cash money.
Billionaire.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because because we gave the name of the.
Oh, yeah.
We gave the name of the shop. I'm not going to spill their secrets because I know them. Yeah. I hang out. No, I don't. Tali does not invite me to hang out at the shop.
I only do work when I'm at work. I've never done anything other than work.
Only works at the shop, and I've never been, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking these are so ugly. I'm looking at the Madagascar palm. She's right. They're so ugly.
No, Miss Ma'am left the shop. I immediately wrote that down on the.
That's so because I saw that you had put it down. It was like, oh, podcast talking points note edited.
Yeah.
Like I got a notification for it, and I looked at it. I was like, what could this possibly mean? And I texted you. I said, hey, what does this mean? And you didn't respond because you were at work.
Yeah, exactly.
You never respond to me while you're at work. You would never, ever do that.
I would never.
Never, ever, ever do that.
I do not use my personal laptop at work.
Tali does not use her personal laptop at work. Tali does not make personal calls. Tali does not go to the gym on her lunch breaks.
The only reason I could get away with this is because I'm a really good employee. If I was bad and did that, forget about it. You guys, no one's gonna replace me and do a better job.
That is true. So I will give you that. But I said that you didn't do that. So.
You're right. I don't.
You've never done that. What else have you never done? There's definitely shit that you've done that you've told me about it. You've never done therapy on your lunch break. You've never gone to the gym on your lunch break.
Oh my God, I do everything on my lunch break. Well, because I have a 9-hour day, so I have an hour lunch break.
That's too many hours.
Well, now that I take an hour for lunch is better.
Fuck you. The other day, so listen, I'm a musician. I have a silly fake job that doesn't really count.
Oh my God, I know what you're gonna say.
She knows what I'm gonna say. I'm a musician. I have a stupid fake job. So I was in the studio with my band the other day, and we book our studio sessions so that it's like, really intensive. Like we're there for like every single day for like 2 weeks, and then we're not there for a little bit. But there was a point that I was in the studio every day for a whole week, and I called Tali, and I'm like,
no, you didn't call me. You came over to my place, and we were supposed to go to someone's birthday party or something.
Oh, that's right. Well, not supposed, because we still went.
Yeah, we did go.
We still went, just to be clear.
Yeah,
because otherwise this is embarrassing. No, you're right. We were supposed to go to a birthday party.
Yeah.
And I go to Tali's place and I'm like exhausted.
Like on the bed, like
on the bed, like about to bust. And I go,
and I was like, we don't have to go if you don't want to go. And she goes, no, you don't understand.
Listen, I go, no, you don't understand. I've been working 8 hours for 5 days
in a row.
And as soon as I said it, I went, oh, that's a job.
I was like,
you don't understand. I'm working 8 hours for 5 days in a row. And then you looked at me, you're like, are you fucking?
Yeah. It's like, oh.
Because this was also a point where you were working like every day, like overtime, like no breaks. You were getting sick. And I was like, no, Tali, you don't get it. I've been in the music studio.
I've been doing exactly what I love, my passion. I'm getting paid for it. I worked 40 hours this week. And when I'm hungry, I get to go out with my bandmates who are also my friends and get like a lunch at like wherever I want. And they pay for it because it's a business expense.
And as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck, we have to go to this party. I feel so stupid.
Oh, the dryer's done. Boom, boom.
T. Diva.
I'm
gonna sample that. Watch. It's gonna be sampled.
Oh my fucking
no,
God.
But yeah, so that's my job. I get tired really easy because I have a fake job. It's
you
not
did
real.
Tell me. You go, well, that's why I'm a musician, because I can't work.
That's true. I was like, I can't. That's why I do music, so I don't have to have a desk job that sucks. Because I can't, because I get sleepy. I get so sleepy. I think I'm still waking up.
It's okay, me
like
too.
Actively.
How long does it take you to wake up? What'd you wake up?
Too long. It takes me too long. I woke up when I texted you today. You said text me when you wake up. And
you texted me. You woke up an hour before me.
No, but I didn't get out of bed because I was with Knick-Knack.
Oh, I don't do that.
Knick-Knack is my cat who never cuddles with me, and she was cuddling with me this morning, and I was like, I have to up on my chat. Like,
yeah.
What am I gonna do? Make her get up now? No. I'm gonna be in bed till she gets up.
Yeah.
So I was in bed for another hour.
She was in bed for an hour?
She was in bed for an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was probably like 15 minutes. She got up 15 minutes after I like texted you after you texted me.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah. I texted Tali. I said good morning. And then Tali didn't text me back for like, I don't know, another 45.
Probably.
And then from that 45 minutes later that you texted me back, she got up probably 15 minutes later.
Okay.
So she
was in bed with you for an
She's in bed with me for an hour. Knick-Knack is my cat. She's a bitch. She's so mean. She doesn't like anybody. She's also just very timid and like doesn't like to like hang out. And like I know that she loves me because she like hangs out next to me, but she never cuddles with me.
Yeah.
Today she was cuddling with me. Like,
because she like won't let you pet her body.
Yeah, she's like, you can only touch the top of my head and only for like 2 seconds at a time. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
And today she was
just full body.
I was laying down, and her whole body was like, because you know how she curls up because she's nervous. Yeah. She was all extended and her legs were like out, and I was like this in the bed, and she was resting her arm here, and she was resting her head here, and her arm was like reaching over like on him, and I was like, oh my God, this baby's spooning. Yes, she was Little Spoon.
That's very cute.
She gets into the covers like a human because like she understands how the covers work now. Because what she used to do is she would curl up like in a circle, like if I'm laying down, like okay, I'm sideways right now. If I'm like this, like she's here, like curled up. But now I think she sees me like, you know, with my head out of the covers and the rest of it. So now she lays down with only her head out of the covers. And if I put the covers over her head, she's like, no, that's not right. And she sticks her head out, and then only her head is out, and she goes, okay. So she's like a little human. She's like a little person now. She knows how to use the covers.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's so stupid. We'll put a picture up here for you to see. I hope that everybody knows I'm not doing that. I don't know how to do that.
No.
And I'm not going to learn yet.
No, we can make like a Google Drive for no one and just like link one picture of Nick.
One picture of Nick in the description. I'll link the video. I sent you a little video of me
like
in bed
check the
this
links
morning.
in the bottom of the video.
Yeah. Check the link in the description for a picture of my cat.
It's like knickknack@gmail.com. The only thing on the Google Drive is knickknack, and it's open to everyone. Anyone who has the link.
We make 5 new emails. We have madagascarpalm@gmail.com. Knickknack@gmail. It's all separate Google.
Or
seal ass bitch.
We have like pictures at ceciandtali.com. And, and just we do it by episode. There's just folders.
Yeah, like
and just anyone with the link.
Episode 2.
Palma de Madagascar.
Palma de Madagascar. And then it's like the variety of pictures. I like imagining the amount, all the different pictures that we have to put up, but you haven't heard the episode yet. So it's like a tree and then my cat. And then
we're like, guys, go check out the picture first. It's a game. Whoever can guess, what we're talking about.
gets to guest spot.
I kind of like that. That's actually so funny.
That is really funny.
I really like it.
We should do this whole thing just low budget. Like,
yeah.
I actively don't want to learn how to put pictures on screen just so we can have a fucking
we don't
complicated Google Drive.
It's just episode 1, episode 2. We're gonna get to like 300 episodes.
Episode 300. It's really stupid. I like it.
I like it. We're doing that.
We're gonna get to episode 300. Just start doxing people. So
yeah.
Like, hey, if you don't know what Tali's coworker looks like, check the link in the description.
Here's my ex.
Yeah. Here's my boss. Like,
yeah. Full government name. Here's the social security number while we're at it.
Tell a story about how he's racist and like awful. Like, here he is. Here's his street address. Like,
guys, I'm not saying that I'm pro-violence, but go get him.
But
if something happened.
But if something were to happen, just know that I am not liable. Like just pictures of our family.
Like, link people's Instagrams.
Their DMs are open.
He's single. Just
send
broke up with him.
threats. Like, oh, he's single. I just broke up with him. Send oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here's his latitude and longitude. Go get him.
Guys, he is on Find My Friend.
Military coordinates.
Oh my fucking god.
Go. That's so
okay.
They come with the pictures. And then because nobody is gonna watch this podcast, nobody knows in our lives that we have a podcast other than like my dad.
Galina, my brother.
Your brother and my dad know that like full name. Not full name, but still.
Not full name.
He knows that we have
Oh my fucking god.
So when people start getting death threats, they're gonna be like, why is this happening?
That and like we were just talking because we're doing this in a different background. Welcome to the new background.
Welcome to the new background. This is the corner of Tali's dad's living room.
Yeah. And we were like, oh my gosh, like what if we just get a green screen and every episode we do a different background and we're gonna move in together.
Yeah,
so,
we're future roommates.
Yeah, exactly. So we're like,
yay!
Let's just paint a green wall in the apartment. So just everything's gonna be like done wrong, incorrectly, low budget, but like works out. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not learning how to edit.
No.
I'm not gonna learn how to edit.
That's fine.
I'm not putting pictures on
video.
the screen.
No.
This is an auditory podcast. You gotta listen to this shit.
You
You're lucky you're getting visuals because the way that we were like, how are we gonna sync a video and audio? We did it in iMovie last time. I don't know. It was very easy. Like, just gotta think about it for more than 4 seconds. Yeah, the way I was so stressed about it, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna put these two things together. And then we did it, and it was really easy.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing any more work than that. I have a real job. I can't even say that with a straight face.
You do have a real
Stupid
job.
fake job. No, because you don't understand. I work 8 hours every day. Why do you have bongos on your room?
You just noticed?
I did not notice that, Ty. I need you to grab the camera and fucking film the fucking drums that are at the top of the... What the fuck?
I'm scared.
Again.
Okay, I'm gonna film it. Hold on.
All right. I'm going to give the preface. Tali's dad is one of the weirdest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Oh, there's a snake. I didn't know they had a snake. I didn't know they had a snake. There's a snake there who just is around.
His name is Lucky.
His name is Lucky. Sorry, I had to burp. There's fucking conga. What are they called?
Let me explain.
Explain.
Explanation.
Déjame explanation.
I explanation to you. So, as you know, you don't know.
As I know.
As you know. Every time my dad breaks up with someone, he gets like a new hobby.
Oh, yeah.
But a big breakup, not every time because he breaks up a lot. But every time he does big breakup,
serious one.
He gets a new
my
hobby.
parents are together.
Oh,
sorry.
We talked about this last time.
My parents are not divorced.
Yeah. So after my mom, it was yoga, and then after the next big breakup, it was. It might have been the bongos after that one. That's what that was. So he like got really into it, and at some point he went to Mexico for like 2 weeks and like studied with some guy, like lived in his house, and he was like, I'm gonna be really good at the bongos, because he kind of like does this thing where he's like what the fuck? He's like all or nothing with it, but he never really got good at it besides for doing like the 2 week retreat thing that he did, or however long it was, and he did like a few of those.
Wasn't that serious.
Yeah, because she was crazy, but
Okay.
yeah, so he did that and he like traveled a little bit and to like learn the bongos, and then he never actually learned them. So these are like really nice, expensive bongos because he like was fully committed to it for the 1 month that he was interested in
they
it.
got like gold covers on them. What the fuck?
No, they're like nice.
Yeah, they look untouched. They look brand spanking new.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're large. Like this closet's really big, so they make them look smaller. Like that's like the size of us.
No, they're big. Like I can imagine that if you're sitting at the edge, if you're like sitting here, like you have to hold them with your knees because they go up to here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I said that in a mic. You hold them with your knees and they go up to here.
Yeah, easy.
You got, and then there's 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. And also, if you can see that little hole there, that was supposed to be a loft for us to crawl around in when we were little.
That is so. That cannot be safe.
I don't know.
It definitely isn't. Like you can see like the insulation, like you can see the or whatever the what they call
it never happened, and also like it was only big enough for us when we were like little, and he was like, yeah, we could put like a little mattress here, and you guys can hang out here. And then like
yeah,
it didn't
no,
happen. I think whatever the contractor was like, don't do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a hole where the fucking AC tubes go.
Like I've been in there, you know.
Shouldn't have been. You should not have been in there. That looks really unsafe. This is what it's like. This every single new piece of information about Tali's dad is like this, where it's like absurd.
Oh, also keep in mind he's like not a musician, and not only is he not a musician.
Oh yeah, he hates music. Like he doesn't like music.
He's a dancer, and he's been a dancer forever, but he doesn't hate music. He just doesn't listen to music like at all,
which is crazy. But okay.
Yeah, which also like, so why would he pick up the bongos?
Right.
Like what's my
like, what are you listening to?
Like. Exactly.
How are you learning
like why? Like you've never listened to music by choice ever in your whole life, and you're gonna pick up the bongos like an instrument?
Already crazy. Like what do you mean he doesn't listen to music?
No, he doesn't. Like he'll never put on music. Like he's not like, oh, like I want to listen to music. Like if he's dancing, then he'll put on appropriate dance remixes.
No. He'll put on fucking bachata remixes of pop songs. I heard the other day Tali puts on Blank Space Taylor Swift a bachata remix.
Because that's also, he doesn't realize that genres of music have to do with the way that the music sounds and not just like the rhythms behind it.
Yeah.
So we were listening to like a techno like pop song from like 2012, and he looks at me and he goes, ah, that's salsa. I was like, it's not.
What was that song? Like a G6. He's
like literally like probably like the you are the piece of me, and then you know like whatever, like one of those, like that's what it sounded like. I don't think it was that one, but it was one of those.
Close enough.
Yeah,
let's use that as an example.
Yeah, exactly. And just you know, it's like in four.
But I mean shit, you know, if our love is tragedy, why are you?
That's what I'm saying, because he's counting it, which I guess that's why the bongos makes more sense that he chose drums and not like a
not like a chordal, like not a harmonic instrument.
Yeah,
very much like I hit the drum with the dick.
Yeah, like rhythmic is what he chose, because that's all he hears, which is oh my gosh. Okay, have you talked to people who like don't listen to music?
Literally no.
In the way that you listen to?
Oh yes, literally all the time. I can't even. Sometimes I talk to you about shit, and you're like, you need producer friends, and I'm like, I'm trying.
That or like I was talking to like a drummer, and I was like, do you listen to like the instruments at all? And he's like, no. And I was like, if there's a voice, do you listen to it? He's like, no. Like I just hear the music rhythmically, like completely. And I was like,
hey, that's insane.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
Hey, are you having a good time?
Are you? I think one of my things is like when musicians can't let go of the like analysis part of their brain, and just everything is like, oh, they're doing this and they're doing this, and like that has its place and it's fun in its own way,
and it's intrinsic, like,
and
like it's always going to be there, but it depends, like.
But you also just need to learn to let go and just have fun.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? That's like when like jazz guys think that Sabrina Carpenter is stupid.
Oh yeah, when they're like, I could never listen to pop music.
Hey, you're an idiot then. Hey, turn your brain off, have some fun. And also turn your brain off, not even in the sense of like, because I feel like that can sound like, just turn your brain off. It doesn't have to be like intellectual. It doesn't have to be smart, which is true, but not to say that Sabrina Carpenter isn't good at what she does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to come across that way either. I fucking love that bitch.
Yeah. No, there's a reason why she's popular.
There's a reason why she's popular is because she makes good music. And you know how hard it is to make pop music? Sorry. That shit is difficult. A jazz boy thinks they can do pop music.
No, if I'm psychoanalyzing here, I think it's like
it's a superiority complex.
It's
they think
that, but
like,
it's also like fear of like putting yourself out there and actually being popular, because it's so much easier to be underground than it is to be mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's so
like
true.
How many more eyes does Sabrina Carpenter have on her than like a random jazz boy?
Fucking saxophone players playing at Lagniappe, you know.
Exactly.
No tea, no shade to Lagniappe. I fucking love.
No, we love Lagniappe,
and we love those guys.
Trying, and some people do their best and just like low key genres. Like that's fine
right,
too,
and that's fine. But you don't get to shit on pop music because it's popular.
No,
there's two, like, you know. You can be into jazz and you can do your thing, and I love jazz. I went to jazz school. I love jazz, but like I also love pop.
Yeah,
that shit's good
and it's fun. Like I'm not dancing at the club to jazz.
Yeah, sorry guys.
There's a time and place, and you know what? And if I didn't know the pop songs at the club, it wouldn't be as fun.
That's true.
Time and place.
That's true. But also, you go to the club to listen to pop music, and you go to a jazz club to listen to jazz music. It's
true.
Different environments. So I get liking one environment better than the other environment, but you don't get to shit on the other environment.
No.
Same thing goes for pop bitches. Pop bitches don't get to shit on jazz music because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I just am not around those bitches. I'm around so many like jazz boys that shit on pop music.
I feel like a pop bitch.
We should hold on. We should make our language a little nicer. Jazz boys and pop bitches. So, and I
actually really like that. I'm not making it nicer.
Yeah, pop bitches in the most endearing way. I'm a pop bitch. Tali's a pop bitch. We're pop bitches. Yeah, we're also jazz bitches.
Pop bitches.
Pop bitches.
We're jazz boys and pop bitches.
We're jazz boys and
we're just
pop
musicians.
Bitches. Yeah.
Oh, I have a diverse music taste.
Jazz boys is gender neutral. Just so we're all aware.
No, it's not.
No. Yes, it is. You don't know enough jazz boys that are women.
That might be true.
Because there's a lot of jazz boys that are women that are like, let me just say jazz girls. But I'm going to say jazz boys as a collective. But there's a lot of bitches. I can't keep saying bitches because it sounds like I have genuine animosity. I really don't. There's enough women in jazz that also are like that. Not only because they also are like struggling. I mean, maybe they're not struggling, but they also have the thing of like, I have to perform for the male gaze.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot of like, yeah, no, pop music is stupid, and there's so many girls in pop music, and jazz music is so much more intellectual.
I feel like that happens when you're like younger. Because I definitely did that in like middle school.
Well, I did that in middle school too, but I know adults that do that. Some people don't grow out of it, and then they go to jazz school.
I mean, go to
and
jazz
then
school.
They're the only women. They're the only woman in their class that like plays an instrument, and they have to kind of like be like.
Yeah, because you have to search yourself.
One of the boys,
and everyone's like flirting on you. Oh my god, I have a story.
I was the only fucking girl in any class that I ever took at FIU, because I went to FIU for jazz guitar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm surrounded by jazz guitar boys all the time, and a lot of them are really, really good. Some of them are really, really nice. Like there's cool people, but when you're the only like non-man in that environment, and there are other people in the room that are better than you, automatically you're gonna start thinking like, fuck, they're gonna think that I'm not as good, not because I don't practice or enough, or because I don't do this, but because I'm a woman.
No, but forget not as good. Like it's just like they don't always see you as a whole person.
They don't.
Like I took arranging.
I've been in classes like of jazz, of like guitar, like ensembles.
Yeah.
Where I've left and people have been like, wow, I didn't realize you could play like that. Why do you think I'm in school? Why do you think I'm here? I had to audition just like you did.
We're in the same program.
We're in the same class. I had to audition to get here just like you did.
No.
Like, wow, I didn't realize you could play. Are you dumb?
Listen to this shit. I took a class at the community college. And it was dual enrollment. So I was in high school when I was taking this class. And I was like shy, so I wasn't talking with people. But whatever, the class is 75% men. It's not all men, but it's 75% men. Easy.
Yeah.
When I tell you that I think like 2 or 3 years later, I get like a DM from like an Instagram that was like didn't have a person to it. And he was like
no contact picture.
Like no like
nothing. Picture,
nothing. And they were like, hey, like, do you sell pictures of yourself? And I was like,
what the fuck?
No. And he was like, I don't have a lot of money, but like I could pay. And I was like, who the hell is this? Like,
yeah, what the fuck?
and I think by this point I was probably an adult or like at least 18, but like when I took the class, because this is important for context, like I was 16, 17. I graduated high school early, so like I was not 18 for 110%.
I don't know if everybody knows what dual enrollment is. Not that anyone's going to watch this stupid show, stupid podcast, but dual enrollment is when you're in high school and you could take college classes and get
and you get basically both college and
your AA early,
or you just get like it's like AP classes where you get like higher GPA because whatever, and you get the high school credit.
Yeah.
But so whatever. So
college
I was doing
credit.
that. Yeah, college credit. Well, both college and
high school credit. Anyways, whatever.
So
then you're in college class. You're 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I get that message, and then I was like, "Hey, who is this?" And he was like, "No, I can't tell you, whatever." And I was like, "No, you have to tell me." Turns out it was some kid from the college class who I never once spoke to, asking me for naked pictures of myself.
That's absurd.
Which was not only disgusting in the moment, also made me like, this man seeked me out after having
sought you out. Sorry. That was so Miami of you. He literally seeked me out. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel smart until I do this.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Sought me out after having known me as a minor.
Crazy.
To ask me for naked pictures of myself, which also had me feeling like, okay, so I'm in class and he sees me.
Yeah.
And that's what he's thinking of me?
Yeah.
Like when he wants to find pictures of someone, he can't go online, get it for free. He has to think of who he'd want to get it from. And then he picked me, someone who he never spoke to, doesn't know as a person, saw me as a minor in a class where we have a shared interest. Like,
insane. Fucking insane. Yeah, ew, what the fuck?
So it's like, forget that they don't see you as an equal, like, playing level wise or talent wise. They don't even see you as a person.
They see you as somebody they can give money to for fucking, what the fuck? That's absurd.
Like, why would I say yes to that?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, maybe you would have if you didn't know who the fuck it was. You thought it was just somebody random. Not that you would have, but like, I guess that was where he was coming from.
I was like ready to get pictures of titties online and give it to him for like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to know who it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
Like, I was a minor.
How much,
you don't know what I look like now.
Yeah. How much you offering?
Like, insane.
That's insane. I'm going to tell this story. This is a good story of being in music school. So I've told you this story, but I'm not going to tell you which story it is so that you can react to it as it goes. So I'm at FIU. I'm in Florida International University, FIU. So, and I'm a music major, and for all the music majors, you have to do a 3 ushering. Now, ushering is when you like sign up and to like be involved in like a concert, but it's like, you know, you give people their flyers,
like an usher,
like literally usher the concert. You give people the flyers, you stand out front, you open the door, or you like, you know, are like between acts, like wrapping cables and like you're like the stage hand basically. So you have to do like 3 of those per semester as like part of your major, which is really stupid, but it doesn't matter.
It makes sense. It's free labor.
Yeah, exactly. It's free labor. That's what it is. But yeah, so you have to do free labor for a whole semester, 3 times a semester. And in one of these, this is my second one, so this is important. This is my second of 3 times doing it. And it's just me and this guy who is, I was almost going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name. But it's just me and this guy who is weird as fuck. So it's literally just the 2 of us. So we're just like trying to make conversation because the show is going on and we're the only 2 people like out in like the lobby. So
I don't think I know this story.
You definitely do. I'm going to get there.
Okay.
So we're talking and he's like, I was like, so what's your name? Whatever, like just trying to get to know each other because we're the only 2 people here for the next hour. So he's like, yeah, you know, this and that, whatever. Like I'm a vocal major, but what I really want to do is like produce. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So like, what kind of music do you make? And he's like, dude, I just make beats. Like I make a lot of beats. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then it also comes up that he's also like, yeah. And I would be so fulfilled if I had like 10 kids. I'm like, hey, that's a lot of kids. And he's like, yeah. And I want to be married now. This was 2 years ago. I was 21. He might've been 22. He's like ready to get married and have 10 kids. And I was like, that's an insane number. Like
also like as like a
as a producer,
as a beats
or as like
producer?
a beats producer. Yeah. I was like, what kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, because you could do that as a producer, but we got to be realistic here.
No,
Like,
but also
you're 22.
But also,
I was like,
producer has a lifestyle that like you can have 10 kids. Like, because as much as you're in the studio for 2 weeks, like intensive with your band, like that's what they do all the time.
yeah, exactly.
What do you mean 10 kids?
So that's why I'm already like, you can't. That's not. Anyways, but he goes like, I want like 10 kids, and I'm ready to get married now. Like, I'm really just looking for someone to settle down with, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, who's gonna be taking care of the kids if you're like making beats? Is your wife gonna have a job? He's like, no, I have to provide for my wife. And I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Making beats?
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna make beats. I was like, all right. I'm like, that's not realistic. Okay.
Well, because like there are people who could do that, but like
but
like you're already
everybody and their
doing
mother
it.
fucking makes beats. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be really good at that.
Everyone and their motherfucking
Everybody and their mother like has made a beat. I'm sorry, like you're not special. Like,
that's true.
all those fucking SoundCloud boys,
Especially
making
if you
beats.
say like I'm like this major, but my dream is to make beats.
Yeah, he's a vocal major.
So why isn't he in
Why
production?
are you a production major? I don't understand. Anyways, I also could be misremembering that because I didn't like him and I never talked to him again and I never wanted to talk to him.
That'd be
Although I've
really
seen him
funny.
around a couple times and I've been like,
Yeah. I mean, even 3 kids is a lot. What are
3
you
is a
talking about?
lot. 1 is a
10.
lot. You're 22 and you're like, I want a kid
Ooh.
at FIU making beats.
Ooh.
Sorry, that's not happening. Anyways, so I don't know. So we're just like I don't know, but I guess he's like funny like for the time being. So we're just like talking about random bullshit, and I leave and he follows me. We're going to our cars and we're walking out and he goes, dude, oh no. So that was the first time that we met. The second time that we met was another ushering thing where then is where we're walking to our cars. And this is maybe 2 weeks later. So I'm walking to my car in the parking lot. He's like kind of next to me. He goes, dude, I got to tell you something. And I was like, oh, what do you have to tell me? And he goes, this is a direct quote. This I've never forgotten about this. He goes, so last time that we did ushering, you were my crush of the week. And now this time, you're my crush of 2 weeks. So
No, he didn't.
that's real. He goes, you're my crush of the week, and now you're my crush of 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm so flattered, but I am like, I'm taken. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not interested. And he was like, oh, okay, word. Yeah, that's totally fine. And he was really nice about it. But I could tell he was a little embarrassed. Like, obviously, because that's what happens. Is it's a little embarrassing, you know. But he was like, yeah, you're my crush of 2 weeks. And I said no. And he was like, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Like, I'll see you around, whatever. And I was like, oh, he did that really nicely. I was like really happy with it. But then he turns around as he's walking back into the music school. And I there's no way I haven't told you this story.
No, I don't know this.
Oh my God, he goes,
Wait. Let me give you the reaction that I'm imagining.
Yeah.
I'm imagining him going up against the wall and being like, fuck.
no, it's even better. It's even better. So, and I couldn't make this up if I fucking tried. So he's like, all right, I'll see you around then because I'm walking to my car. So he's like, all right, then I'll see you whenever I see you. And I was like, yeah, see you when I see you. And he's walking back to the music school and he turns around and he goes, you know what? That's fine because I already have a girlfriend and her name is Music. And then he walks back inside. And I immediately called my boyfriend at the time. I was like, you're not going to fucking believe this.
That you have never told me that. That's so fucking
I cannot
funny.
believe I've never told.
That's
you might
so
have been in
funny.
Israel at the time, so I might not have called you
I
about
might
it.
have been.
But that whole week, I was telling everybody that I knew.
That is so funny.
Hey, dude, he turns around and goes, you know what? I'm like scared. And he goes, that's fine. I'm already taken. I have a girlfriend. And her name is Music.
No, because what a whirlwind of emotions. Because I'm thinking, you know what? And then I'm thinking you're ugly anyways. And then I'm thinking you have a girlfriend. Then I'm like, fuck, he's willing to cheat. And then her name is Music. And I was like, oh, he's just stupid. like, you know.
Every sentence was a twist.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I think I said something along the lines because it didn't fully register. Because why would you say that? You know what I mean? So like he said, and her name is Music, and it didn't register for me. And I think I said something like, "Hell yeah, brother!" And then I turned around, I was like, "Wait."
Hell yeah, brother.
Some
Isn't
shit.
even funnier reaction.
Because what are you gonna say to that? Because I didn't even really register that's what he said. Because why would you say that?
Oh my god.
So he was like, I already have a girlfriend. Her name is Music. And then I'm like, yeah, dude, fucking, that's the spirit. Like, I turn around, I'm like, wait,
like that's like I don't know if Breakfast Club is the right vibe, but like, you know, that's kind of what it's giving, where it's like someone's like, yeah.
Yes.
Like comes out of detention.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's giving, where you're like, it wasn't that deep.
Yeah, like, hey man, like it's okay.
It's okay.
You know, it's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, crush it 2 weeks. Like, oh my, how unromantic. Like, it's fair to tell someone that you have a crush on them after 2 weeks, but to be like, every week I decide who I have a crush on, and for 2 weeks in a row I've decided it was you. Like,
and I was like, okay.
I'm supposed to like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, oh my god,
like that's gonna work on me?
really?
I'm sorry, if you're not head over heels obsessed.
Yeah, so if you're not waiting outside my fucking window, second floor dorm, if you're not hanging on by the fucking windowsill, I don't want it.
Oh my fucking
I don't give a fuck. Also,
that's so goofy.
I was fully like not into I had a boyfriend. Shouldn't have had a boyfriend. Did not like him like that. Because I remember my first thought being like, telling him like, oh, I'm not into men. But I couldn't say that because I had a boyfriend. It's just like, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend.
I feel like we should talk about this.
I feel like we shouldn't. We could talk. We could.
I don't know. I'm so on the fence about it. Like,
yeah, because like technically we're still chill. Yeah. But also he's never gonna watch this. Full name, address, no.
Picture linked in the Google Doc.
In the Google Doc.
In the fucking Google Drive.
Madagascar.